Hey guys, welcome. This is a collective reading for whomever it resonates with, and it's messages from heaven. This can be messages from your spirit guides, from God, from your ancestors, or specific family members who've passed. We're going to pull a couple of cards to help you to identify this person, see if this reading's for you. And then we're going to get messages from them about how they are and, that kind of thing. Also, their messages regarding you, your current path, how they feel about that, what they think about it. There are messages regarding decisions that you might make or should make in the future. Their advice to you, and their, prophecy for the outcome. First, let's pull a card. I took all of the court cards and a couple of other cards out of my giant Rider-Waite deck, and we're going to, because the court cards often represent people, and so for the purposes of this, the pages would represent someone younger than you. Could be a child, could be someone that you were in a relationship with that was younger, or maybe less mature, maybe more immature, not necessarily in a bad way. I always say I'm immature in the best possible ways. I don't know if other people agree. And then if it's like knights, it would be people beside you, which means your same age. Again, could be a spouse, could be a sibling. And then for kings and queens, could also be someone beside you, but could be someone older than you, older sibling, parent, older friend, something like that. So let's see what we get. Page of Cups. So I would say someone smaller, someone younger, could be a water sign, and that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So if there was someone younger in your life who was a water sign, this could be them. So it could be a child, could be someone that you were in a relationship with that was younger, could be a younger friend, could be a partner who was just kind of more immature, silly kind of energy. But with cups, there was a lot of love. I'm feeling that already. There was a ton of love between the two of you. So we're getting cups first, okay? And we have the Page of Cups. So someone, like when I say below, I mean like chronologically. So someone kind of below you. Okay, let's pull some more cards to see if we can get more information around this person to help us determine who they are, what the relationship was, and maybe a funny message. Woo! Maybe a funny message. Wow, that was crazy. That was wild and crazy. Did they say, hey, I'm a wild and crazy guy, wild and crazy gal? Because that was crazy how that just went. My goodness, these cards are slippery and give me trouble, but not usually like this. Could that be part of the message? Did they give you trouble? Did they keep you on your toes? Okay. Just messages from them to you. Could be a sign, something, just something to help you determine who this is and if this message is for you. We've got the Magician. Let me pull them all. The Ace of Cups, a lot of love. The Three of Swords. And the Queen of Cups. Wow, we have so many cups, guys. So this is either someone who was a water sign, but it could be both. But it's someone either who was a water sign or there's just so much freaking love. Okay? The message that I'm getting with the Magician is, man, we had everything. I feel like they might have told you, wow, we are so lucky. These cards are very hard to see, but they're so beautiful. I wanted to use them. My son gave them to me. We are so lucky. We have everything. We have love. We have companionship. We have. I heard him say, "Wow, we are so lucky to have found each other and had each other." I mean, my gosh, we got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups. I can't tell if this person was masculine or feminine. It's just, there was so much love. We have the Three of Swords. The loss was debilitating, just shattering. The loss of this person with the Three of Swords pierced your heart. I don't feel like you're over it. I feel like it could have been recent, let's say 3 months to 3 years. Or if it is more, the loss is still there and so fresh. Okay. I feel like you thought they were a gift from God. So it could be a child, as it's a page and it's younger, or a younger sibling, or again, a relationship of someone who was younger, whether a sibling, a friend, even a partnership. I just feel like, I mean, sometimes I get playful messages, cards, but here I just feel like so much freaking love. And so grateful. You for them, them for you. I feel a very tight connection. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And there may be people up there who we loved, but it wasn't this. I hope I'm letting you know how deep this connection was, how thankful they were for you. They looked to you as the queen, or king. It doesn't have to be, but like the one, always there for them. And with the Magician, again, I'm hearing always there, always helped, always did whatever you could. And this is, I'm hearing them say this about you, but this could be the way that you felt about them as well. Okay, now, a big message, they miss you. They say up in heaven, oh, they're off, flying around in the clouds, but they miss you. I feel like they come down often with the Magician, and because, I wish you could see it better, but the Magician has one hand up and one hand down, like a conduit from the heaven to the earth. I feel like they come down and visit you often. We have the infinity symbol. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like forever. Something was said about forever. I'll see you up there. I'll see you there. Or if you're traditionally religious, or if you believe maybe in reincarnation, it's like, I'll see you in the next one. There was sadness and heartbreak and devastation, but you both knew and know that it's not the end. whatever that means for you. Okay, let's get some messages from them to you regarding where you are right now, what you're doing, your current path. It could be just an acknowledgement. You could say, yep, that's what I'm doing. Wow, really is, so-and-so. It could be them saying, hey, watch out for this. Stop doing this, start doing that. We're going to get specific advice, but this is specifically about your current path, what they want to tell you about yourself right now, where you are right now. The Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Cups. I feel like they're acknowledging your grief with the Five of Cups, but kind of the standard message of the Five of Cups is, yes, you have loss to work through, to process. Let's acknowledge the loss. You can't ignore it. You don't want to repress it. Like, I'm gone, and I know it breaks your heart. We've got the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. But please turn around and notice in your grief that you still have two cups. It could be, if this is a child, they could be saying you still have two other kids, or you still have mom, or you still have dad and somebody else. It's like, or just, it doesn't have to be that literal. It could just be like, look behind you. There's still love. There's still, like, I know that you miss me, and I know this is hard, and I'm not telling you that it shouldn't be, or that you shouldn't feel the way you're feeling, but please try to acknowledge, try to at least get a little glimpse of hope. They want you to have hope for the future. And this is the 5 card, and so they either want you to change, or they see a change coming in. Okay, again, look at all these cups. Now we're getting pentacle energy, which I like, but we have the Knight of Cups. This is the Knight in shining armor. This is Prince Charming, the Knight in shining armor. If this was a partnership relationship, they could be saying, hey, I'm sending someone to you. I don't want you to be alone. And if you're still in the depths of grief, they're going to send it when it's time. So it could be like a relationship, romantic or whatever, but it's also like, I'm sending so much love from heaven. Here you're looking at me as gone, but I'm not gone. I'm still around. I'm still here. In spirit, can you feel the love? Because I am still sending you a ton of love. And so they're sending you love. They're most likely going to send you people with love to help you through. It's just like love is coming in, and I'm sending it to you. They're acknowledging or encouraging with the Three of Pentacles for you to become involved in some type of a partnership or a group, something to ground you with the Three of Pentacles. They may be saying, hey, it's time to go back to work, or hey, maybe join a grief group. Something like that. It's about something about working with other people. And maybe you've been isolating and not want, when I'm not doing well, I just want to be in my room. I'm not posting. I'm not, I'm isolating. And that could be what you're doing. And they're saying, hey, at least reach out to friends and family, have some kind of a support group. That's what I'm hearing. They either see you doing this and they're happy, or they want you to have some kind of support. With the Queen of Pentacles, I think this is just another message of how nurturing. They see you as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I think here they're telling you, hey, don't forget. Oh, and my dogs are going to bark. Hold on, I'll be right back. Well, the dogs didn't bark yet. Let's see what's going on. They're telling you, you have so much to give, so much to offer. You are so nurturing, so loving. Don't shut down. That's kind of the message that I'm getting. Don't shut down. Don't quit. There's still love with these Two of Cups. There's still people that love you. I'm sending them to you, and they're already there. And this is me sending you love. Like, I'm not gone. And then reach out to people. Okay? And you are so nurturing and so loving. You have so much to give. Your life can be in color again. You know what I just heard? Right now, your life is in black and white and gray. But your life can be in color again. Please make it in color again. That's your current path. So they're acknowledging where you're at. A little bit of advice here. We're going to have another advice area, but just a little bit of advice here as to wanting you to feel the love and know how nurturing and loving and how much you have to give. Maybe you're afraid to give because you gave and it was taken away. But the love is there, and you can't ignore it or deny it, because you are very loving, and they know that. Okay, let's talk about some decisions that they would like to see you make in the near future, that either they see you making and they're acknowledging, or that they would like to see you make. Something about the future. So that was just about current, and we're looking at the future for you right now. What about the future for my collective from their person in heaven? Temperance, the Ten of Wands, Knight of Cups, again, I love it, the Nine of Cups. Decisions for the future with the Ten of Wands. Sorry, dropped something. With the Ten of Wands, they see you putting down a heavy burden, or they're asking you to put down a heavy burden. And here's the deal. Everybody deals with grief in different ways. Some people more easily accept death as a part of life, if that makes sense. Other people are surprised and devastated in the most significant way every time. Usually as you get older, you become a bit more accepting because you have been through more situations. And also it depends on who. And if this is a child, someone once told me, when your husband dies, you're a widow. When your wife dies, you're a widower. When your parents die, you're an orphan. But when your child dies, there's no word for that. And it's the truth. And not to compare, pissing contest on who's hurt the worst or what scenario is the worst. But if this is a child, the pain can be unrelenting and unbearable. There's always survivor's guilt. Did I feed them the wrong food? Did I somehow contribute? And for anyone, in your household, say, that dies, like, did I contribute in a negative way? Is part of this my fault? So there's been a heavy burden. And it's the 10, so it's going away to a certain extent. So they either want you to make this decision to try and... I never know the right words to say. Work through the guilt. I would never say anything like get over it or move on. Hell no. Sometimes we never get over stuff. Sometimes we're not ever able to move on from the grief and the pain and the loss. So I wouldn't use those words. But maybe to work through it, to come to a different level of acceptance. I don't know the words. But your person is asking you to please do that and not let their passing be such a heavy burden. If you do believe in the afterlife, whether it's heaven or just spiritual, or if you feel like this person is still around you, please just know they don't want to feel responsible for you feeling like this. I want you to be happy. We have the Knight of Cups twice. Please be happy. I'm sending you love. And knights are messengers. Actually, the pages are message of love, but the knights also, they're coming at you with love. Knights are they're on horses. Here it's a seahorse. But they're like action takers coming to you. So, could be a message in this instance of love. They're sending love. Damn it. They're like, damn it. I still love you just as much as I did when I was there, if not more. Don't you feel it? You're surrounded by love. It's interesting. We have the Nine of Cups and Temperance. And the Nine of Cups is about it's the Self card. And I don't hear other readers say this, but to me, the message has always been, love thyself. And so I feel like they want you to work on that. They say grief is love with nowhere to go, but they want you to pour that love into yourself. Okay? Please love yourself. Please take care of yourself. Please let go of this burden. So this is future. They either see you doing this and they're acknowledging it, or they want you to do this, but this is future. And the way they're giving you a way to be able to do that, Temperance is able to transmute. They're asking you to turn this love for them that you think has nowhere to go, turn it inside, turn it into love for yourself. Because they love you. They want you to love yourself. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel, this is from them, like, please, don't feel guilty. You had no part in this. It's just, please transmute that love, that grief that you have for them. Transmute some of that into love for yourself. That's the message. And we have 2 Sagittarius cards. So while I feel like this person could be a water sign, maybe a Pisces, maybe you could be a water sign, I feel Sagittarius energy as well. Okay, now, so that's their messages regarding you, decisions in the near future. Let's look at advice. What advice does your person in heaven have for you? What advice does your person in heaven have for you? So we have water signs. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have earth signs. We have Sagittarius. Mainly water, though. Love, 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 but also water signs. Okay, their advice to you. Page of Cups again. Queen of Swords, 7 of Wands, and 10 of Swords. So we have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. These are the 2 tens that are kind of no bueno, because the 10 of Wands is about carrying a heavy load, being overwhelmed, accepting more responsibility than you should, or, it's not balanced. And the 10 of Swords is about, well, let me tell you. 10 of Swords, the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders. The end of an addiction or a melodramatic reaction. And so we see the end of sadness. It's the end of a situation that brings relief. I feel like they're saying, if you can find any kind of peace and turn some of the love that you feel for me in the form of grief, if you can transmute that into love for yourself and a little bit of hope for the future. And so 10s are the ending. And so we have the ending of the heavy burden, and we have the ending of the grief. And so this is their advice to you. Please work on that. Is it going to happen overnight? No. Sometimes time does help to dull the grief. It can come back and hit you in waves, but sometimes time does help. I'm trying not to say insensitive, trite things, because I had a child who passed, and I get it if that's what this is. So we have the Seven of Wands. It's about standing up for yourself, setting boundaries. And it says, stand up for yourself and your beliefs, have confidence, challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. I don't know if this is for you to stand up for yourself with yourself. There could be some kind of outside influences that are making this whole situation harder for you. And your person is telling you, don't let those people affect you. You know, if there's other people that are suffering, I'm pulling up my sleeves, if there are other people that are suffering and you're trying to work your way through this loss and this agony, they could be maybe making comments, or you could be afraid that they're thinking that by trying to heal you don't care anymore, or something like suffering is the way to be forever, something like that. Because this is advice. They want you to stand up for yourself. For those of you who this resonates with, they want you to stand up for yourself. This is their advice. We have the Page of Cups again. I think that this is a confirmation that this is them. So here's a description of them, and they want you to hear this. I'm going to read it to you, and they want you to hear it. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody, messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. So these are all energies that when we see a Page of Swords, we can interpret it a multitude of ways. So let me tell you what I'm seeing. This person was sensitive and open-hearted, inexperienced, maybe kind of naive in a way. And as a water sign, they could be moody. So this is about a specific relationship. It says a romantic encounter, even though this is a page. This could be, usually I look at like the Knight of Wands as more of a romantic encounter. But this could show that this person, for some of you it may be a child, for others of you it may be a partner. A sensitive, open-hearted, kind of naive, sweet person who was either emotionally or chronologically younger than you. Also with social invitation and events, they want you to try to not isolate so much. And then heightened psychic abilities. They are around you. Did you guys say, hey, if you see butterflies, it's me? Are you seeing dimes or pennies? Are you seeing bird feathers? Like crow feathers or maybe white feathers? These are all signs. And they want you to acknowledge those. When you find these things, pick them up and look up and say, okay, I see you, I feel you, you're there. And hang on to them. I've got a little jar of dimes and I've got a little cup with all my crow feathers. Hold on. These are all from my person. Except for the peacock one. I bought those, but I put it in there because it's pretty. So anyway, watch for the signs. And then we have the Queen of Swords. This is about accepting the truth of the thing and cutting out BS. And we have blue butterflies. Was that a symbol for you guys? Or was it, oh God, I can't remember, calla lily? Was it some kind of flower, or was it butterflies? And it could be that you agreed on the thing, or it's just the thing that they loved that reminds you of them. This person is wearing pearls. Pearls could have something to do with it. This person is out in the garden, in the yard, in the garden. Your person could have been a gardener, or maybe you are, and they're acknowledging that. But let me read you what it says about the Queen of Swords. Brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, maybe a bit judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorced or unmarried individuals. Now, you could be an air sign, or they could be saying, look, so far I feel like they're calling you the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, like you're a queen. And again, if you're a guy, they're saying you're full of love, you're solid and stable and nurturing, and you're brilliant and experienced and funny. You could be a bit judgmental. I feel like this is them acknowledging you. And they're saying, be this and focus on work. You could be divorced. And they're saying, you know, so you're not in a relationship, but that's okay. It's just some kind of acknowledgement. So please take this as it resonates. But I have to giggle a little bit at judgmental. They feel like you could have been a bit judgmental. It's like, oh, you're so loving, you're so nurturing. But man, you could judge a person. You could be judgy. Kind of love it. Okay, and their prophecy for the outcome. Now, the outcome of what? I don't know. The next little bit here, the next 6 months, the next year, maybe the outcome of your process of dealing with this. It may come to a point where, of course, your love and your sadness and your grief and your loss will never go away, but you come to a point where you're able to feel happiness and love and humor. And what I mean by that is, instead of, it took me 3 years to be able to talk about them without crying. And every once in a while it still happens. But after that, I'm able to feel the love, remember the funny times. I still think about the sad times and the bad times. Still feel a little bit of guilt, all that. But maybe this is their prophecy for you at the transition point where maybe I experience this. I don't know if everybody experiences this, but there's a transition point between unbearable grief and acceptance. And kind of letting go of the heaviness of it. I don't know how to explain it. But for me, there was a transition period, and it's easier. And I have pictures of them all around. I'd look at them all the time, and before I couldn't. So let's see. Their prophecy for the outcome. The outcome of what? Your process of grief. Maybe this love that they're sending in. Are they sending you someone? Let's see. The Queen of Pentacles again. The King of Swords. Look at all these people. The Knight of Wands. Oh my God, the Six of Wands. Okay, this, you know, these are court cards. Kings, queens, knights, pages. And they can be energy, they can be people. Let's look at them. Queen of Pentacles, we've got you twice now. Okay, we got the Queen of Pentacles twice. You are going to be, damn it, I keep on hearing damn it. You are going to be so solid, so stable, so nurturing, so bountiful in love, in money, in, I mean, you're just going to be like stable. And they love that for you, and they're acknowledging it. It's like no matter what happens, even if you hang on to this unbearable grief until the day you die, you can't change who you are. You're the salt of the earth. You're going to be abundant no matter what. That's what I'm hearing. And then we have the King of Swords. So we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Where is she? There she is. So it's interesting, though, because the swords can be divorced or unmarried individual. And I heard for the King and Queen of Swords, it could be brother and sister instead of husband and wife. And so do you have a sibling that you can count on? Are they telling you, hey, there's someone that you can count on? Or it could be an ex, it could be this person's father that they want you to know is there for you. Take it however it resonates, but I'm feeling all these people. This is an acknowledgement of you. This is, hey, there's some type of relationship here that they want to acknowledge. Prophecy for the outcome. Tell me what that is. Knight of Wands, again, someone coming in fast. It's a fire sign. So we have two knights coming in. We have the Knight of Cups, Prince Charming, Knight in Shining Armor, and the Knight of Wands. A fire sign, feisty, passionate. Maybe focus, maybe the message is for the future, focus on your relationship, focus on being happy. And then the Six of Wands, I love this, and it's ending up right in the outcome. And the Six of Wands is about victory. It's about #winning. And so what they're saying is, in the end, for you, you're going to come through this. You're going to be okay. You're going to be happy. You will be happy again. You'll be able to, and happy isn't a constant state, but you will have happiness in your life. They want you to be happy. They want you to be in a fulfilling relationship. And I don't know if this is they passed. If this is a spouse who was younger, they want you to be in a relationship again. They don't want you to, stay in the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Cups. They don't want you to stay in that grief energy. They want you to have a life. They want you to be happy. So they see you. Their prophecy for the future for you is being okay. Coming out through this is victory after a challenge. This is coming home after the war. So they see you coming home after the war. And the war was dealing with, it's is, because you'll be dealing with this forever. but they see you coming home victorious out of this. Aw, it's kind of beautiful. Again, take this as it resonates. It may not resonate with you at all. Some of it may resonate. Again, this could be a partner. It could be a child. It could be a younger friend. Take this as it resonates, but it's someone younger, and they just want you to know they're sending you signs. They're still around. They still love you. They're not gone. And they want you to be happy. Okay, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. Please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you at the next reading. Bye-bye.